This is a two-faced issue.
This is a critical issue in this country, and we must stand up and speak the truth. Because for you to use the fact that prior to printing, it means you already telling me print. But before you print, come up to me.
There is nothing in that paragraph that indicated that money should be printed.
The essence of this exercise, the essence of this exercise is to know the facts. Everybody will have the opportunity to ask questions if you so desire.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. What a blessing way to welcome you after a very long week of festivity, after a very real period of realization, and of course, too many of the issues. We are back on the People Station, and of course, we want to begin on the note of apologizing. Yeah, we're sorry we allowed the issue of the anniversary to take us off the radio for some some reasons of realization and other issues, But again, I'm here, Alexa and I, we're here very upbeat to do the people's job, to do what we love to do best here on 87.9. This is the Nation Premium Platform. At about this moment, we are here to get you a lot of the issues that make the news in country right here on the People Station. It was a wonderful day in Nikru Town on Saturday. I was able to get a beautiful, beautiful goal past the Dixon Sibo team. Unfortunately, we were unable to win the game. But again, as a prolific striker I am, we were able to register our goal. That was a very calculated one. I was able to do two of the defenders. I made them seemingly unconscious. I got the goalkeeper in a very tight position. Tactically, he was able to, to be dislodged by our tactics. And in the end, I found the back of the net, making it 7-2 for, the moment. So we were trailing by 7 goals to 1. And when I had that goal into the picture, the team became 7-2. Subsequently, we had a third goal. And in the end, the game ended 8-3 to our, disadvantage. But again, we are here on the People Station right here on 87.9. Hopefully, Austin Kawa of our staff is going to, thank all of you, our supporters. And he's going to thank all of you, those of you who made it your duty to support the initiative. You made us drink beer. You made us, celebrate. You made us feel special about our own activities. You made the anniversary very wonderful. And so as a way of saying thanks to you, the chairman of the anniversary committee in Austin Kawa, I will subsequently, say thanks to all of you who made your contributions. Yeah, some of you give $5, some of you give $10, some of you give water, some of you give us 2 crates of stout, some of you 1 crate of beer, some of you give us a lot of other stuff. In the end, we were able to celebrate our own day, and to God be the glory. We are 5 years of existence as an institution. What are the issues and people we intend to talk about today? Yes, reports coming in says the Unity Party is officially evicted from their properties. We're gonna do our cap on that issue. We're gonna verify thoroughly and subsequently run the information on that. On the flip side of issues, former Finance Minister Brahma Kamara gave a very, very objective appreciation of the state of the Liberian economy with reference to the proposed budget in the tune of $785 million. We're going to be looking at Brahma Kamara's speech. We're going to be looking at what he said. At the same time, we will also take a trip all the way there in the United States, specifically in Charlotte, North Carolina, where it was reported, as a matter of fact, that the ANC was able to have their own, convention in the U.S. Was it a convention? Was it a town hall meeting? Or whatever the issue, whatever they went to, there is a very scary information from that meeting. A Liberian who was supposed to be an ANC supporter was on record. He made it clear that Liberians in the diaspora, especially Liberians who have their family members in Liberia, should stop sending Western Union, MoneyGrams, and Nobel Liberia, Tip Me, Sendwave to their Liberian people in Liberia, in as much as those relatives will not vote for the ANC. What is it? What do you make of all of those issues? Join the conversation right here when Alexa and I will be deeper into the issues making the news in Liberia. My name is Kai. I told you, Alexa is here, and by the time we return here on 87.9, trust me, it's going to be super fiery here on the Wednesday's edition of the program. Okay, so welcome back to the program. Alexa, good afternoon, and she was so welcome. But I think you have to apologize first to the people. We left unceremoniously, we left and without letting them know we were leaving for this long. Yeah, we're sorry. Alexa.
Yeah, well, Oliver, I would like to say good afternoon to you, and I would like to say welcome as well. And on behalf of Freedom Hub, I would like to apologize to you sincerely for being away for a couple of days. Like you listened to Oliver, we had a couple of things, our anniversary celebration, and there were a couple of activities as well. So we had to be away from the radio. However, we're back today with a couple of issues to discuss in the country. So wherever you are, we'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, and welcome to the biggest at about this time in the country. And we don't care as to whether you believe that or not, where it's up to you. But we'd like to say welcome. We have a couple of issues and we're so sorry for being away. But you listen to Oliver. We have our anniversary chairman in Austin Kawa. He's going to
Austin is going to call.
Yeah, he's going to call later on.
Sure.
To appreciate a lot of you who contributed, a lot of you who also supported the process. I mean, our activities for our anniversary. Austin is going to call on this show later on. He's going to say thanks to all of you. So we have a lot to talk about. Just before getting on this radio earlier on, we'll listen to something, and I think, Oliver, to me, that is something that is 100% worse. Yeah, but we're going to talk about that seriously. So welcome, and we're happy to be back. We know you miss us. We equally missed you as well. So we're happy to be back.
Okay, so basically, Alexa is going to make some technical arrangements, but again, we're back, and that is the biggest thing we can say about the moment. Let me say this to you and all of you listening. The job we do in this country is a very tough one that is associated with a lot of challenges. As a media institution, we've gone through a lot. Individually, as presenters on this platform, we've also gone through a lot. Individually, it is a difficult thing for those who are doing the morning show. You will have to wake up in the morning. Sometimes you are caught between sleep and awake. You will have to wake up, especially when it is raining, just to ensure that you are here to do the show. And sometimes you are talking political issues that a lot of folks have issues about. You're talking political issues, where people have problems with. You are dealing with people's political agenda. You are exposing their political stuff. It is a very tedious thing to do. So once you are caught up in these kind of positions, there are too many things that you will have to be ready to encounter, especially when you are at that level. So my uncle told me, he said, look up, Alexa, for example. He said, look up. When I look up, I saw a plum tree. We call it mango tree, right? And when I look up, I saw flowers on the tree. When the plum is about to bear, the first thing that you will see start to shoot is the flowers. He said, why you think people can chunk these flowers? People who are always passing here, why you think they're not chunking the flower? I said, because it is flower, it is not mango. Even if it is mango, it is not yet ripe. He said, okay, so there will be a time again you will call me and show me the same tree. This time around, when the mangoes are ripe, the plum that we're saying, like, where the plum is red.
Oh yeah.
The mangoes are ripe, and he will say, why you think that little boy was attempting to chunk? I said, because there is this thing he will want to do. I mean, he's seeing a lot of ripe plums, and so he will want to harvest some of them. He will want to steal some of them, or perhaps he will want to distract the tree from producing at the time, or better still, beyond the time we want to harvest. So he said, people will not chunk this plum tree if it is not ripe. You are only a target to people when you are of great importance to them. Not only them, but sometimes when you intimidate their spirit, when you are an intimidation to whatever sinister thing they plan to do. So we will not give too many credence.
Oh yeah.
We are upbeat. All we know is that we're back, and we're back for good. So let's break the news, right? Wednesday we hosted. What is that?
Just go ahead, Oliver.
Look at nonsense. So Wednesday we hosted Minister Summer Twe, Alexa.
Uh-huh.
Thursday we choose to replay Minister Twe's what is this thing? Show.
Yeah.
So we did not do Freedom Hub, right? You know, because we didn't inform the people. Let's inform them now.
Yeah, please do that.
So Wednesday we did the show with Minister Summer Twe. On Thursday, we decided to do a replay of the show on Freedom Hub because the show was very lengthy on Wednesday, and it was important we do a replay so that those who may have missed the Wednesday's edition will have a choice to listen to some of the things Minister Twe said, especially when there is this issue of a proposed budget of $785 million, the state of the Liberian economy, the introduction of the new, currency, on the market that will soon take center stage. So it was important we have a repeat of the show on Thursday. So Friday was Freedom FM Fan Club official launch in Douala, at the St. Paul Bridge area. So we were unable to be on the show on Friday. So we went to Douala on Friday to do the show. So Saturday we played football. Sunday we were still into the anniversary and all of the different celebrations. Monday again it was a very technical issue, for men and women to be radio fit. That had to roll up to Tuesday, and today we are here. So we are back, and Alexa, the people say you were suspended.
Well,
Yeah,
Oliver, like you said,
Yeah, is it-
sometimes we just have to ignore all of these
Yeah, so-
unnecessary things because it simply doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so they say
Seriously, it doesn't.
so they say you were suspended.
Okay, yes, of course.
So we were suspended.
We were suspended,
Yeah,
and
so-
we're happy to be back.
We were suspended.
I don't know wherever you guys
No,
are.
hold on. We were suspended because we ate money intended for our anniversary.
I fixed
So we-
my news.
So we are celebrating our birthday party. People gave us birthday gift. And somebody is saying we will suspend you because you ate your birthday gift that was given to you by people who believe in you.
I mean,
So come on, who does that? Come on, that's
don't know.
pure nonsense. Our CEO, wanted to respond to that. I said, Pape, don't
yeah,
give
it
yourself
is not necessary
an
at
attempt
all.
to put out any statement out there to say, look, they were not suspended. This is not whatever the case is, it would be very, very inappropriate for such thing to be done. But we want to say thanks to all those who gave us, their support. Those who attended the different events, we want to say thanks to you.
Oh yeah.
Those who give us stout and beer. Yes, we drank a lot of, stout and beer in Nikutown. And actually, you didn't drink.
No.
Yeah, but you drank soda.
I drank some water.
Yeah, water and other stuff.
Yeah.
But we drank a lot of stout and
Of
beer.
course we
Somebody made that donation. I don't want to mention their name.
Yeah.
Perhaps Austin Kawa in his appreciative statement.
Oh, definitely
We
do
mentioned the name of that individual. But we drank a lot of stout.
but
Yeah,
Oliver,
we
get done first.
we had too many social stuff.
yeah?
we went through. So too many things happened. Yeah, we enjoy ourselves.
Seriously.
On a good note, we enjoy ourselves, and we look forward to the sixth edition of our anniversary. And this time around,
I don't know if it would be expelled.
no, I mean perhaps we will be sacked. Yeah, people celebrate their own day. You come and say sack them. Come on, that's.
I don't know.
But again, look, that's why it is. So sometimes when you're in a space, you have a lot of these
Yeah.
technical
Yeah.
misconceptions, especially when that is show that can cause a lot of problem in the camps of other people. So somehow people will look out for ways to want to get involved. But truth be
Well.
told, we are good. We are okay. Omen Sensan, there is no need to make any clarity. He wanted to do that. I said no, it is not important. We are militants. We are strong people. We are political people. We choose what we are into. It did not choose us. We are prepared for it. Sometimes we just gotta crack some skulls. Put some things into perspective, like some of the stuff that went a couple of minutes, hours. Okay, we reserve comment.
I don't want to recall.
Yeah, so sometimes you gotta put in place some corrective measures so that you send some signals to a lot of people. But it was wonderful when it overall, Alexa.
Well,
I had fun. We went to the beach.
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and Oliver, to be
I
honest,
think because of that beach, we had talked to the EPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that was my first time in Nuku Town, to be honest,
Uh-huh.
and I had a great time. To be honest, it was like adventurous for me.
Okay.
I had to snap some pictures, and I don't know, it was just 100% okay. But there is an issue, Oliver.
Yeah, the ocean is.
There is an issue, right?
Mhm.
And the issue I have is with the honorable man, Dixon Sibo.
What is that?
Okay, so we had our anniversary all planned out,
Uh,
and of course we had a game to play. And Oliver, I don't know if you actually noticed what I noticed while we were on the field the other day.
you got different eyes, so.
The people can't take football game being like friendship.
No.
My issue done it.
No.
No.
Honorable Sibo was
Sibo,
unfair to Freedom Radio.
I have a major issue.
He was unfair.
Seriously, he was unfair.
If-
I mean, we had our anniversary and we needed to play a game. We needed to beat
No,
the game.
I think I forget the
Just
score.
imagine.
It should be
Oh,
around
yeah.
8.
I mean,
eight or 9.
Oliver was the man of the match. Honestly,
Yeah, but
I don't want to say it out
we
loud.
can play a game, and I'm not the man of the match. I had my goal, and that was enough. That was a good consolation for the team. I mean,
course.
it was vital because that goal revived the team spirit. There is something called a team's performance.
It was not easy.
When the team is performing, no matter how we're trailing, whether they're leading us 30 goals, but there are some goals that when people score, right? That goal alone is capable of rejuvenating the energy of the entire team. So that was exactly what we did, right?
Well,
That was exactly what we did. When I scored that goal, I saw the energy level in the Freedom Evans squad increasing. I saw men who were suffering from some form of physical fatigue. They were re-energized. And believe, why are you laughing? What am I talking football issue and you're laughing?
I don't. No. I don't want to show videos.
You will be suspended.
No.
And an attempt to do that, you will be
You
suspended.
can't suspend me.
Okay.
To be honest,
Uh-huh.
honestly,
Yeah. No, but
I take back exactly what I said earlier on, relating Oliver being the man of the match. I take that back.
why?
I mean, I have just sat and then
No.
I
Wait.
can I
Why did you take that back? I was the man of the match.
Oliver,
Why are
I
you taking
just
it back?
realized I have a couple of videos where I don't know exactly what you were doing, but there are a couple of videos I have.
I was
that
playing football.
in my
What I
possession.
know is that
If
I
you're
was playing
going
football.
to see Oliver, trust me, you'll be ashamed. I don't know. Seriously, I was
So folks,
seriously happy
we
the other day.
are done with the anniversary. Alexa is
Am I
pressing check line.
suspended?
Yeah, you are suspended. We are done with the anniversary, but it was a wonderful thing. This radio station is old enough. I mean, 5 years is no different, no small thing to do,
Oh yeah.
especially from the pocket of one individual. It is a difficult thing to maintain a team of young people here, everybody with different vision. People have competing priorities. People have their own personal interests. I mean, too many complex environment. You got heroes here, heroes there.
Everywhere.
Somebody, giant here, giant there. I mean, it's a difficult thing to manage people who are popular. To a greater extent, people who also got some form of fame.
Yeah.
The man is a brand. To manage him is difficult. To have the CEO having that team of young people, everybody with their own uniqueness,
Yeah.
with their own strength in diversity, is a wonderful thing. There are things that, Alexa, you can do. Whether I cry here and there, I go back people to my home, I come back, I would not be able to do it, right?
Right.
There are things Austin can do. Whether you go jump in Wasonga, where you and Joe Braca come from, and come back to Montserrado, you will not be able to do it. There are things, Wendell can do. I mean, so it cut across. We are just individually, gifted in our own unique ways, and it is the collective, efforts of all of us that is giving this radio station the image we have.
Right.
So it is what Alexa is doing as a contribution, what Kanye is going to contribute, what my girlfriend is going to contribute, what Baby Boy is going to contribute. It is as a result of those collective efforts that will make Freedom FM to be as vibrant as it should be and to make us second to none in this country. This is undeniable. It is undisputed. This is something you cannot refute. It is written in stone. You won't argue it, go die. That's the only thing we can say about it. So we're back, and Alexa, hopefully Austin will call during the course of the program so that we. I don't know if he's listening. Because once we are done with this anniversary issue,
we're not going to go back.
Yeah, we're not going to go back to the anniversary
so
stuff
Austin,
again.
wherever you are, just in case you're listening.
If you're listening, you can call.
Kindly call us right now.
You are the chairman. In fact, the people say you is some of the man.
So people are big
call. Yeah. The people say we jump beer with the man. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that, right? You got your party, Alexa. People say people say you smoking for your party.
My birthday.
Yeah, and you start chilling, you start eating your birthday. You say, oh, your own birthday money. You started doing you got sense. Austin, if you're not listening,
I don't know, but just before we go to exactly what we'd like to discuss, I would like to say thanks to Wendell, and I would like to say happy birthday to him. Today is his birthday. We forgot,
and
we're so sorry. At the beginning of the show, we didn't already make mention of that, but we'd like to say happy birthday to you.
You should understand that we're in our rebel mood.
You what?
We're in our rebel mood. Yeah.
On behalf of Freedom Hub, I would like to dedicate this show to you today, Mr. Wendell Nimla. He has a name in the middle. Oliver, what's that?
Wendell Crunty, the war's business. The crew people say Crunty.
Okay.
Wendell Crunty Nimine.
Okay, so we would like to say happy birthday to you. And just I took back my words from Oliver, and of course, you were the man of the match the other day. I saw exactly what you did.
Wendell was the man of the match.
Yeah, he was even injured.
I'm no longer the man of the match. No. Wendell is the man of the match, right?
I mean,
how many goals did he score?
It is not about
No. Let's do the argument. How many goals did he score?
Okay. Should I tell you?
I had a goal. Austin had a goal. I had a goal.
Austin score. What kind of enrichment we have? I'm gonna say it.
That's going to be self-incriminating. You're going to be exposing yourself.
I'm not gonna.
I bet you if you tell it wasn't grab the goalkeeper, I will get issue with you. No. If you tell the people we bribe goalkeeper, I will get issue with you.
Well, are you saying nothing? I need to say nothing.
An attempt to tell the people you will bribe goalkeeper, I will get issue with you. Don't do it.
Well, I would like to say happy birthday to you.
Yeah, don't say it. We didn't bribe goalkeeper.
Our station manager.
My goal was clean. It was tactically delivered.
Well,
I took the defenders unaware. I drove at them until they became seemingly unconscious.
Amen.
I got the goalkeeper. He was indecisive. Goalkeeper was indecisive. He wanted. Okay. I mean, he want to fly. He want to jump. The goalkeeper want to fly. The goalkeeper want to jump. He want to spring for the ball. And so when I look at him, I had three thoughts, Alexa.
Okay.
I was thinking to score the goal the Brazilian Ronaldo way, right? Ronaldo in Brazil. So I was contemplating on scoring the goal the Brazilian, Ronaldo way. Later on, I said, no, can you do it the Argentinian Pele way? Can Pele from Argentina, can you? No, Maradona, to do it the Maradona way from Argentina. Later on, I said, no, score the goal the way George Weah can always do it because you're wearing number 14. Yeah, and so I look in the face of the goalkeeper like George Weah would do, in Italy. And when I look at him, before I could even level my phone, he was already on the ground, and I had no choice but to do a simple placement. Yeah, a simple placement. So the goalkeeper is going this way, the ball was this way, and the whole Negro town was upside down. Yeah, and that was it. In fact, there is a record. After my goal, the goalkeeper left the field.
Can I see the video, please?
No, after my goal, the goalkeeper left the field. Go to Negro town and ask everybody. Everybody is aware. Yeah, so everybody is aware that after my goal, the goalkeeper left the field because, according to him, in his career, that was the most humiliating goal he had ever conceded on the field of play. So that's wonderful.
But happy birthday, Mr. Nimlin. Enjoy your day and stay blessed and lively as you are.
So Alexa, here's what we want to talk about today. So we had too many issues, and in the United States, fellow Liberians, Mr. Cummins, the political leader of the Alternative National Congress, and one of those who is supposed to be the chairman, supposed to be a candidate for the Senate bearer position of the CPP, should be on his tour in the U.S. He should be on the tour at the moment. So in one of the states in the United States of America, Mr. Alexander Cummings had a town hall discussion. In that town hall discussion, fellow Liberians, a Liberian who I'm told is a mayor. You know, where's my man Philip Passia? You know, he got the name of this this mayor. He should be Collins or so. This guy should be Collins or so. You know. So it was at this program when this Liberian who is a mayor decided to speak to those who were in attendance. And guess what he did? Yeah, so his name is Wyman Collins. The man who was about to speak, his name is Wyman Collins. He's Mayor Wyman Collins. And Wyman Collins is the mayor of the city of Montana in the United States. So let's get it clear. So Mayor Collins, Wyman Collins, was speaking to his team of ANC supporters in the United States. What did he say to them? He said, they who are in the United States, those who are in America, in Canada, in Australia, those who live in the West, should use what he referred to as the press power. You know the press, the one that women can put their money in, and you know the one, you know, whatever you put your money in is a purse. That's what sometimes people call the national budget. You know, they call it the national purse. Whatever you put your money in and so forth. So according to Mayor Wyman Collins, he said Liberians in the diaspora, especially Liberians in the white people country, should use what he referred to as press power to control Liberians in Liberia on how to vote during elections. According to Wyman, the reason for doing that is because they who are living in America are the ones who are supporting most of the Liberians on the ground. And because of that identical, you know, situation, he is requesting that other Liberian people who reside in America, those who reside in Canada, those of them who are in Australia and other places, they should stop giving their people money in Liberia when their people ain't won't vote in their line. That is what he said. But before we go into the details of this analysis, I want to play his voice so that you listen to him. Then we go into the narrative. Listen.
In the air. If Liberians in the diaspora are building schools, clinics, paying teachers, building toilets, tell me, what is the government's duty? If you're doing all of that.
So like I said, he's Wyman Collins, Mayor Wyman Collins. He's from the city of Helena in the state of Montana. Yeah, let me get that correct, right? So he's Wyman Collins. He's the mayor. He's the city mayor of the city of Helena in the state of Montana. Thanks for that, you know, correction. So this is Collins speaking. Remember, I want you to listen keenly so that you hear exactly all of what he's going to say.
What are we leaving for the government to do? That's not your job. Your job is not to educate the citizenry.
So he's saying the job of Liberians in the diaspora, whether you're in Canada, America, Asia, or wherever, he said when you're living in America, your job is not to send school fees to your children in Liberia, to your brother in Liberia, your brother children in Liberia, your uncle children in Liberia to go to school. He said it is not your job. That's what he's saying. That is what this mayor of an ANC partisan is saying to his supporters in America.
Citizenry. So I always say it's time for tough love.
So listen to him.
If you're doing all of that, What are we leaving for the government to do? That's not your job. Your job is not to educate the citizenry. So I always say it's time for tough love. It's time for tough love. And I'll tell you what I mean. About, I think a year and a half ago, I think all of you heard that Western Union stated Liberians remitted $500 million to Liberia to their friends and families. How much? $500 million. Liberians in the U.S. Listen to me. Liberians in the U.S. remitted that to Liberia to friends and family. They didn't even mention Germany, Europe, England, wherever. We're talking about the U.S. Now, who can point to what happened to it? All we did was we were feeding people in Liberia. Now, let me remind you that you have the power of the purse. You know what that means? You have the power of the purse.
So you're listening? He is telling Liberians in that meeting, Alexander Cummings is sitting down there. So he's telling Liberians in that meeting that you have the power of the purse, that you can send them money through Western Union, that you don't want to get them money through MoneyGram, that you can get them money through SendWave, the easier way than a SendWave. That you don't want to get them money through SendWave. So you got the ability now, you have that power. Listen to him.
And I say that to say this. If the tough love coming now, if you don't think I know what's good, my money can't be good for you. If you don't think I know what's good, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on your Facebook, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on Instagram, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on LinkedIn, my money ain't good for you.
So you hearing that? If I ain't see ABC on YouTube, my money ain't good for you. Look at that American Tabata. Look at that nonsense. If I ain't see ABC on you, Facebook, my money ain't good for you. This is utterly wickedness. No. This is not how you play politics. This is not how you play politics. This is definitely not political. This mayor of a guy, this ANC supporter of a mayor, is only trying to find excuse for being wicked to family and friends he left back home. But let me end what he had to say.
And I rather than say you spare the rod, you spoil the child, right? Yeah. That's tough love for our fellow brothers and sisters back home. Yeah. If they can't hear that one, then let me keep. I got children here too. Oh. I got family here too. I can take care of them too. It's time. Each one of y'all need to tell our people back there, it's time for tough love. We know you're there on the ground, but people, if things not working and you're depending on me, you listen to me. If you don't think I know what's good, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on your Facebook, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on Instagram, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on LinkedIn, my money ain't good for you.
So you listening? When I heard this thing, I felt terribly concerned. No. Let's be honest about it, right? When I heard this guy saying this thing, I felt terribly concerned. And truth be told, this is an American. For God in heaven's sake, this is somebody who has got nothing to do with Liberia because of the path, the trend he's taken. In fact, he has declared his intention to run for the Senate in the United States. He is already a mayor in America for the city of Helena in Montana. He is equally trying to run for the office of the Senate in the U.S. That is not the point. My point here is for this guy to have brought in the issue of Western Union reporting that the total amount of remittances in a particular year was up to about $500 million coming to Liberia. And to think all of that money that came to this country came to people who were begging or people who needed to buy food and clothes, condoms and alcohol, to think and want to suggest that was the essence, then he got to go and do a research on the subject matter and perhaps come back to us. Before I deal with this deceptional thing he's saying, let's give you a little understanding of what constitutes bulk of the remittances that come to this country. Mayor Montana, if you are not doing projects in Liberia, there are Liberians in the diaspora who send their money through Western Union for people to build their 3, 4, 5 bedroom houses, for people to build their duplexes, for people to do farms for them, for people to purchase, farmland, for people to do a lot of stuff for them. There are Liberians in the diaspora. So not all the money that comes to this country, that freebies, or the other people may want to say free buys. Not all of the money that came to this country, that free money. If you, Major Collins, if you are not having anything substantive in this country, if you don't have anything genuine, as in the case of a running project in this country, there are Liberians in the diaspora who are contributing meaningfully to this country in terms of developing the country, whether it is through agriculture, whether it is through infrastructure, development. There are Liberians who are contributing. How do you expect them to send the money to this country? Mayor Collins, they should fly in the night. They should play waste, or they should inbox their parents or their relatives the money through dreams. Those monies will pass through Western Union. So to reach to a conclusion that because Western Union announced that over $500 million in a particular year came to this country through remittances, it means all of that $500 million came to this country to people who were begging. That is totally untrue. What you are suggesting is totally out of order. Liberians in Liberia may be lazy, Liberians may be, complaining, but Liberians are putting their fingers to job to do something to earn for themselves. Go all in the different markets. Our sisters, our brothers are into the Yana boy business. They are riding keke. They are on the motorbikes. They are washing cars. They are doing too many things just to survive. To suggest that because Western Union did a report of $500 million, so it means automatically people in Liberia just sitting, waiting for Western Union money. It is totally a disrespect to the very people you want to lead. That is insincerity to the letter. And I'm disappointed in the fact that Cummings will sit there and refuse to put Collins in check. That's my disappointment. To go to the main issue, Collins himself. If you check Collins, you will realize that Collins all by himself. If we do a deep background check, that is if Collins managed to still get some relatives in Liberia, that is if all of them go back to America where they are from, then the family members are catching it difficult for him, because such a mindset can only come from an individual who is so bent on assisting any other person, from the family up to a close relative, to take politics because of politics, because you want a particular person to be president. So you're telling Liberians in America that even if your mom is sick, they won't carry her to J.J. Dawson Hospital in Harper because your mother is supporting CEC and you supporting ANC. So because of that, Collins is telling Liberians in America, say, Even when your man dying, you watching your man on Facebook video. You're watching your mother on WhatsApp call, video call. She's dying. They're rushing her to the ETU. They're taking her to the emergency unit for operation. They're carrying her to the theater. Even at that, this callings of a man is telling you, once your mother and you do not share the same political ideology, don't send money. If she will have to die, let her die. Are you kidding? Is that politics? That is stupidity to the highest level. This is totally insane. And you feel like we're clapping? No. But, hey, I wouldn't have had issues. In fact, I wouldn't have had this issue as a subject of discussion. But the fact that Liberians will sit in such a gathering and this man will say this thing and they are clapping means a lot. It means there is this good job we still need to do with our mindset. And that's why I always like to reference Dr. Larry Bopley. In his Pure Power series, that you will always call on Liberians to change their minds and attitude. Why will you say to yourself or say to Liberians in the diaspora that don't help your uncle? Your uncle who used to assist your father to bathe you when you were small. Don't help your auntie who used to warm the cold rest for you to go to school, and when you come to school to wash your uniforms and do other stuff for you, because you are supporting ANC and that uncle is supporting PLP or supporting, CDC. Because of that, you are telling the Liberian in America, the man telling you not to send money to your uncle who is going through surgery, about to die, because you support ANC and you're supporting CDC and you're clapping. Wait, other than clapping. I wouldn't have had issues if the hall had remained mute, if the entire hall going to go mute in demonstration to the nonsense he was saying. But the mere fact that he received applauses from a lot of folks in that vicinity, in that entire arena, it speaks a lot. It means a lot to the image of our country. It means a lot to the mindset of our people. To find Liberians at that level, mind you, this is a civilized country, the United States, where even when you're from the butchers of Bokan today in Sino, or you're from the forest of Wasanga in Lofa, by the time you're in the United States, there should be some form of orientation. There should be some form of transformation in your social adaptation. You should have a clear sense of understanding, how the Western world and how the democratic space is supposed to operate. These are Liberians who will always claim democracy, freedom. So the next thing you open your mouth, he said, Joe, ain't doing freedom in the country there is no rule of law. These are people who want to take over the country, and you are depriving your relatives of assistance because they do not share political ideology with you. Can these people guarantee press freedom? Can such a tyrannical attitude, when given chance to serve in the government, can they guarantee press freedom in this country? Can they guarantee political tolerance? Will there be political? Mind you, this man is only having family relationship with people, and you telling them he's not going to send them money because he ain't got no ANC on he ain't got no ABC on your Facebook. Because of that, he's planning to excommunicate people. Then you have a lot of other people. Sorry to say, but people who are totally out of order, literally clapping.
If you don't think I know what's good, my money can't be good for you.
Look at that. And they're clapping, right? They're clapping.
If you don't think I know what's good, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on your Facebook, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on Instagram, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on LinkedIn, my money ain't good for you.
So listen to this. Come on, listen to this. If I ain't see ABC, now this is where you know the kind of leadership, and that's why the matrix, Alexa, this whole tendency, the leader is good and the surrounding is not good. Sometimes, no one trying to say Cummings could be a good leader. Neither am I suggesting that he could try to be a better leader. I think he could be a good leader when Joshua is not existing as a presidential candidate or somebody who is aspiring to be a presidential candidate, right? I think you could be a good leader when the Weah's era is over. But God forbid if Cummings become president in this country. With this kind of attitude, I see the administration of Cummings running after people in this country to censor them. There's going to be censorship on too many issues. If this man can be brave to call on relatives of their relatives, not to assess their people in Liberia on the basis of political dissimilarity, this man can be brave to close radio station in the town at once. They make it close 10 radio stations because you are not singing ANC song. This man will refuse to give people job in this country because they are not ANC partisans. You criticize George Weah of being intolerant. That is intolerance to the highest level. You accuse Weah of being a dictator, but this man was able to have in his governmental cycle people from different opposition political parties. Yet you call him a leader who is tyrannical, who is a dictator. But trust me, somebody who would have become vice president of Joe Baka, served in his government at a very lucrative position. Airport authority, and not small money to that place. Look were there. Now, when you refer to Weah as a tyrant, as a dictator, and you are not in power, you start to excommunicate your family members because they do not share political views with you, your leadership will be the worst on the planet. This man can be brave enough to divorce his woman. With that kind of mindset, he can be brave enough to excommunicate his church members. He will even choose not to go to certain church if the pastor is not preaching ANC messages. That is wrong. If you need to assist your brother and sister in this country, whether they are from this political party or not, you should do it. It is a contradiction when you come to tell us that you will run a government of inclusion, a government that will be tolerant, and you are preaching excommunication of relatives because they do not share your political view. That is totally a contradiction. How do you reconcile it? How do you do the reconciliation in this instance? And people that clapping, Liberians who are in America, I thought they said when you go to America now, you sort of get sense. No. I thought when you go to America, you're supposed to get sense. I thought they said when you live in America and you came from the bush, some of the word I want to use, but I will not use it. Yeah. Even when you're from the Bonga part of the country, we are told that you're supposed to get sense, you're supposed to know better. But to see people at that level in America clapping at this stupidity that was exhibited, in my opinion, that shows how well we need to rebrand our thinking ability in this country. That is a clear signal for Liberians to change the mindset, because if people at that level, with the sophistication, with all of the different technology, with the openness of the American democracy, can still think in such a way and form a manner, then it means something is not correct. So Wilma Collins, I had to say that stuff. So if you gotta enter in America, yeah, Alexa, you gotta enter in America, or any of you out there, when your people live in America, the people say when you not put ANC, you put Alexander Cummings on your Facebook, they will not give you money again. You gotta. Alexa, tell your relatives in Lofa, the guys are saying, Wilma Collins of the city of Helena is saying to us that on your Facebook page, you not put Cummings there, your brother and sister in America will not send you money. So even if you do not love Cummings,
You just have to.
yeah, even if Cummings is not your ideal presidential candidate, but because your brother in America is threatening not to give you money, Collins is suggesting,
Oh yeah.
that you change your Facebook page to ANC, whether you like Cummings or not. Collins is saying the only way y'all go to Western Union in the country is for your. Come on, how do you do that? No, I mean that is not politics. This is selfishness. No, that is not politics. That is totally not politics. It is selfishness. Nobody will do such a thing and think you are playing politics. You are being wicked. Alexa, imagine your mom. Do you control the choice of your mom will make in politics?
I mean, Oliver, that's one thing that is seriously trying to baffle me a little bit. Seriously, because now you're Oliver, I'm Alexa, and then we have friends, we have a couple of people who are our associates, right? We don't determine exactly who those people support. They don't determine exactly who we support, right? Sometimes we have different views, we disagree, we agree, but it simply doesn't mean you have control over the decision I make. So I don't think exactly what his name again, Milton. I don't know exactly where he came from. I don't know exactly what he was thinking, but that didn't even make sense to me. And now it doesn't even make sense to me, Oliver, because it's more like you're trying to tell someone, in as much as we have ABC, we have President George Weah, we have a couple of people who are also, equally trying to be president of our country, Liberia, and you are not supporting the person I'm supporting. That means you are off my list. So I cannot support you financially. I cannot support you morally. And that is one of the biggest problems we're faced with in our country, Oliver, because over and over, we keep giving these people all of the credence they need. We keep making these people to have influence, even when they don't have direct, they don't have direct connection with exactly the choices we make in terms of voting in this country. So that is a problem. So if you get your uncle in America, the people who are saying to us, well, we're sophisticated and definitely we have to take back our country, because this is more like they're trying to do it. Oliver is in first class. We have Alexa, who is a middle class person, or another person who is not even in the class Oliver is, right? So now this is something that has already taken a different direction, Oliver. Oliver would tell somebody, say, well, you not see ABC on Alexa Facebook page. Don't say Alexa anything.
Assuming we live in our community, Alexa, we support the president. This is no hidden truth. I mean, hidden secret.
Of course.
We support the president. So it's like people come to us in our respected community. Alexa, I want something, and you say,
as long as you don't support President
you
George Weah,
you support CC,
I'm not going to give it to
That's
you.
nonsense.
That is a complete BS. And that is like pure nonsense, because I'm not really sure that should be something happening into this world, Oliver. Everyone has the right to have whatever political party they want to, support. Despite our political persuasions, Oliver, everyone has the right to choose whoever they want to support.
Sure.
So that is not something to be a factor in making sure people make decisions. And that's one of the problems, Oliver. At the end of the day, you're going to have people to say, well, I get my power on that side. Let me say, well, not support them. I will not get anything I'm supposed to get. Okay. We're going to support the person you want us to support. And after that, we start to see different challenges. We start to see different things happening on a daily basis. And then you're going to get back and say, well, I regret why I had to support this person. So what I would like to say, especially to our friends in the diaspora, like Oliver, you're saying that I think all of those people over there, no disrespect, but I think these are people who are not really trying to support Liberia, Oliver, because you can have a person who is said to be a mayor, a person who should understand exactly that even by the time he was contesting or trying to be mayor, you have people who supported him, and some of the family members did not support him. It didn't mean they did not support one another, right? Because I have my decision to make, you have your decision to make, and I can vote whoever I want to vote. That is none of your business. So you're trying to tell people, it is more like you're pressuring somebody, Oliver. You stand over there courageously, brave to tell someone, you don't see ABC on your Instagram. You don't have to do this. You don't see it on your Facebook, on your LinkedIn, or whatever, or you said over there. That is something that is 100% wrong. And to all of our Liberians in the diaspora, I don't know exactly what are some of the major things people use to influence, the excitement, the anxiety, because you can have a person to stand on a podium and tell you this is how you should treat your family member,
your own
this
parents.
is how you should treat your friends, or this is how you should treat someone who is connected to you because the person doesn't support exactly who you support. That is I don't know. That is a complete nonsense. And I'm not really sure we should try to encourage all of these things. These are things to discourage, right? Everyone has their view. Everyone has their opinion. At the end of the day, everyone has a decision to make. So you don't have to use or that means, to make sure people try to be wicked, because that is pure wickedness, Oliver. Seriously. So you get one Oma way in Lofa Foya, right?
Oh yeah.
Almost Mazamula home.
Oh yeah.
You get Oma way down there. She get her son or someone who is connected to her in the diaspora or in the United States of America.
Sure.
And then that lady is 100% sick. She needs support. Financial support. So you're going to tell the old lady, as long as I see, in fact, we're almost taking Facebook phone, but let's forget about Facebook phone, internet phone. But in your community as well, now you're talking about.
As the people, you're not supporting.
You're not supporting ABC. I'm sorry, I'm not going to support you.
How do you do that?
That one appeal in death trap.
Yeah.
Death trap.
How do you do that? Right? But listen, before we go to take calls on it.
This is evil, and I'm not really sure. In fact, Liberians in the diaspora, Oliver, all of those people who were clapping, who were celebrating exactly that he was making a brilliant speech, I think this is the time you have to go back to your drawing board and realize that sometimes all of these messages, all of these speeches, it doesn't even require an applaud. No, it doesn't require that. You have to understand exactly where we are as a country. It took a lot of energy. It took a lot of sacrifices for a lot of young people and other people to have made a decision. That was something that was influenced by a lot of different things. So those are people who have to realize exactly where Liberia came from. They have to realize exactly where they want Liberia to be. They have to realize exactly some of the people who think they're entitled to this country. So they don't need opportunity, Oliver. They don't need to be in a space where they will have to say, oh, this country belongs to us. This country is our country. So we have to make several rules. We have to make several decisions. At the end of the day, you have ordinary Liberians to suffer because they don't know exactly what is going on. So you said in the United States of America, you have one mayor, Milton, telling you exactly if you don't have your person who supports ABC, so you should not send money to that person. If you don't have your family member who supports ABC, you don't have to pay the person's school fees. You don't have to send the person's money for food. What sense does that make? And then you sit and clap saying we have ABC as the best choice for our country. No. All we can say to you, these are people who are desperate enough. These are people who will go, 1,000 miles away to do whatever that is possible to make sure your own family do not support you, to make sure that your own family does not give you what is definitely needed to move you forward in life. Then you're saying, and the people supposed to take our country. So one more of we have the ABC men and they say when you not support or you not putting on your Facebook, you not get nothing. The men are president. You think in your heart you post any way about our past president picture in your heart, you're not posted there. You won't have it. I'm not really sure we'll have all of the 1960, 1860 this history book in our country or in the school. No, we'll not have that in it. Because if you are a teacher teaching one of the government schools and you don't have to talk about ABC as part of history in our country, I'm not really sure you'll be paid. So we don't want that to happen in this country. A lot of you, especially when you go out of this country, you go to the United States, people say, oh, I saw you enter America, that's what I say. You're smart. Your whole mind is set just like that. But now this is something that is demonstrating to us that some of our folks who are in the United States of America, they do not really support this country. Rather, they're influenced by people who do not even have any say in our political affairs in this country. They don't have any say in it. So what on earth you be saying? You be clapping when you not see ABC on the one, don't do this. We have already graduated from that stage. So I'm not really sure we have to keep going back over and over. No, we don't want to do that. Where Liberia is right now, we have people who know exactly what to want. We have people who understand exactly the issues in our country, and they understand a lot of things happening in the world. So you don't need someone to tell you if you not support that person, it means you will not send money. No, Oliver made that thing very clear. All the money that are coming in the country, all the money that coming in, they tip me or the same wave or the MoneyGram or whatever. We have a couple of people who are working on that side and they're sending money because they have a couple of projects to undertake. No, you don't just have people over there sending money here because unless I broke. So you say unless I 250 or they were broke, you say only were 250. No. There are Liberians who are working and they're sending back to their country because they have some projects to undertake. Oh, yeah. So we don't want you to sit down there and be telling people, if you don't see ABC on this one, I will do they want in my pocket. No, that is complete nonsense. And we don't take it at all. We don't. So Oliver, I'm not going to say much.
Okay, so basically, those were the points Alexa had to infuse. But let me just conclude on this issue so that we start to take some of your calls and do some adjustment. We don't take pleasure in talking the kind of issues, right? But these are simple things that can damage leaders, and Cummings will have to be very careful. As a politician, there are some things that you should not condone, you should not entertain. You sit in a meeting at a program, and somebody is saying such a thing, they're intimidating. That is political intimidation. But you can do that. You can coerce people. You're politically blackmailing the people. That's what you're doing. So where is the freedom of expression? Because if you are elected government, if you're giving the government to lead as a party, you will swear an oath to protect and uphold the constitution of the country. In our constitution in this country, every Liberian citizen should have their right to freedom of expression, freedom of association, and freedom to do whatever. Insofar that freedom is not going to be against the right of another person. So how does the political affiliation of your brother amount to, violating you or violating your rights? So you're in America, you support Cummings. You're in America, you support Cummings. The man is in Liberia, you support United Party. Or he's in Liberia, you support the CDC. Oh, so because you support Cummings and you got the press power. Yeah, we got to use the press power. That's the sub law. We got to use the press. So because you got the money. Oh my God. So it means because the man will beg you to go to school or whatever, so automatically it means you should give it. The man should use his own reasoning. People do not support political initiative for personal gains. Not everybody support a political process because they will benefit personally.
Oh yeah.
Not everybody supports CDC because they got the notion that they will get money. No. I know over 10,000 people in this country who do not need a single job from the CDC government. I know over 10,000 people in this country who, if you say, pay $50 LD every week as a due, they will pay. Just set up a system where they can pay. I know a lot of those people. The same applies to other political parties. I know people who are loyal to different political parties in this country that if you tell them to pay a certain amount per week, they will pay. So people personal choice that they will make on what party or which political leader to follow does not in any way. I mean, come on, it doesn't mean that they should drop their personal views because you're supporting them, because once in a while you can send same wave. Once in a while you can tell them, say, yeah, Tita, listen, Western Union, the number, read the number 3466, article control number, my big sister. Imagine. Yeah, control number, my solution sister, control number, and control number, the family. No, there are some people who intimidate their family members, right?
Oh yeah.
So there are some people who intimidate their family members. So they say, well, they're not control number. They got something to call test questions. Alexa, what's the test question? The test question is who sent the money. So when other people say the family dependable, that's a test answer.
Yeah.
So, who sent the money? The family, the family provider. Who sent the money? The family. That's very, 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 very bad. Just stop it. If you can't help the people, shut up.
You don't have to make any.
If you got all your mortgages cramming on you, you already took the people's car, you took the car, you paying the car note, the apartment you in is so big and luxurious for you, your rent cannot afford it. I mean, you finish taking a lot of phone note. You now tell the people you order from Amazon to the extent your credit card is exhausted. You can't do any other. When you are financially depressed and you don't have any justifiable reason to tell your family people, just shut up. No, shut up. They're the original nonsense, right? Why would you go to that level? So when you guys go to America, Alexa, they take a lot of things that they cannot afford. You go to an apartment, you rent an apartment where when you finish paying your monthly rent, there is nothing that will be left of your salary. You're making $1,200 every 2 weeks. Your monthly rent is $2,000 or your monthly rent is $1,600. Come on, man. You make $1,500 every 2 weeks. Your monthly rent is what? So what will you leave for your phone note? What do you use to pay utility? What do you use to pay insurance on your car? What do you use to pay your medical and other insurances? So at the end, when you broke and you finish spending all of your money, you finish getting yourself involved into too many unnecessary stuff because you want to live life in America that you don't want to get a country. Because you want to live like the typical Americans who cannot be deported, right? Because you want to live like people in America who are natives of America because you want to act like them. So you put yourself into too many nonsense expenses, and in the end, because you don't want to send money to your family, bro, then your fully said, yeah, a damn investment. Your fully said, you're clapping, everybody clapping. They been talking nonsense, you clapping. When a man come die, don't send money to her when she's not supporting ANC. Let us know if we take the course. We're going to take calls right now. Don't worry. Right? But let me make a nonsense. Listen to this. When a man die, when they bring up around your man in the operation theater, don't send her money when she's not supporting ANC. Then you clapping. Listen to him.
My money can be good for you. If you don't think I know what's good, my money ain't good for you. If I don't see ABC on your Facebook, my money.
So you hearing it, Alexa? You hearing it?
So annoying.
If you're not supporting ABC, even though you got your hydro seed or they gotta go operate or in Liberia to go take it there, my money ain't good for you. Even though you come and graduate from university, you need 400, 500 USD or you need 175 to do your clearance so that you become independent as a student. You start to go to the job market because you don't support ANC. My money ain't good for you. Yeah. Even though you are my daddy, that you don't want to approach my man, you talk sweet thing here before they bomb me. That you will send me to school, you corrected my mistakes, you brought me up, you taught me how to be strong. Today I'm in America. You are dying. You're suffering from a prostate cancer. You got a lot of bad sicknesses on you. You come and die. You need medical bills. You come and die now. All because you don't support Cummings. My money ain't good for you. Then you got food sitting down in that place. They clapping. What kind of nonsense is that? The man telling you when your power who born you, your power who talk to your man who put talk to eat chicken born you. Your papa who talk to your man sweet talk, then they born you. You grow now, you say you got beer, you got big stomach, you go to America. The fool is telling you, if you support ANC, don't send money to your man who in Liberia, who supporting Baka or who supporting Georgia. The man telling you your pa coming die. But don't send money to him because he ain't got no ABC on your Facebook. Then you clapping. The man telling you your brother who you live in the same room, y'all wear one trouser together. When the boy wear the red shirt today, tomorrow you wear the west shirt. When the man using the west sneaker today, you wear the black sneaker tomorrow. In the night, you're sleeping mosquito there, you open the room window. The man fanning himself some of the breeze from his shirt, reaching to you. You and your brother slept in that room for over 20, 30 years. You go to America. That fool is telling you, don't send your brother money because your brother supporting Baka, he's supporting coming, then you clapping. He ain't got no coming, he ain't got no money. What kind of nonsense is that? Well, I mean, why would you do that?
And Oliver, guess what is really annoying? Okay, so I just got reminded of the time where you have people to say, George Weah, the president, cannot really have beautiful speeches, right?
Yeah. Okay,
so they had to talk about our president not delivering good speeches or beautiful speeches. Now you have a mayor in one tiny city.
The mayor of the city of Helena in Montana.
Tiny city, yeah. And then the person is telling you this is this and you are happy clapping as though that is like one of the most beautiful speeches ever.
Alexa,
how annoying that is.
You know, your parent that you love so much, Alexa, somebody telling you sitting in a meeting, somebody telling you who are looking around there, your brother who in a Liberia, who come and die, who fell from the palm tree and was broke and they want money to treat him. If he is not supporting ABC, he ain't got no money.
Real thunder.
And you clapping, your brother come and die, the man telling you because he doesn't support your political party, so he ain't got no money. Then you clapping. What kind of America you in? It would have been better you me in Lofa to call Palm because there was nothing transformed about your mind. America ain't changed you.
Oh my God.
I mean, you're still a country idiot in America. You do not have any sense of reasoning. The man say, let your man die because you're not supporting your party. Then you see them clapping. Come on.
These people are 100% wicked.
And
Seriously, they are.
Look, when America decide to say, let's have a list of foreigners residing on our soil, those bookers will represent Liberia. No, that's my point.
Oh, yeah?
Those bookers will go and represent Liberia. That's the kind of mindset. I thought when you leave this country, you're supposed to be better. I thought when you live in America, your thinking ability is supposed to be right. This is nonsense.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Oliver.
Your sister got be better. She come and go deliver. The people say a surgery, problem happening.
As long no
ABC on her profile, she ain't got. So even she's on a stretcher.
She's not going to get a damn.
Cali Hospital is requesting for some money to be deposited, but because ain't got no ABC on her pay, ain't got no money. What kind of nonsense is that? What are you talking?
The people in the USA are supposed to be sophisticated, though. And the people in the clapping for.
And my disappointment is that Cummings is seated.
Oh, yeah.
He is pretty seated at that occasion, and he's not even making an attempt to bring this man to order. That is where you find leadership playing out.
But Oliver, you have not yet really gotten the point when I say Alexander B. Cummings is very desperate. You don't get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get it because you were talking about a person with leadership ability. That's exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about someone who wants to govern this country and make sure a lot of Liberians benefit exactly what they're supposed to benefit. And now you have this person well seated, and then you have another person. I don't want to sound rude, but that person, no sense at all. You have someone saying
no sense, Alexa.
At all. No, I don't want to sound rude, Oliver, but no sense at all.
No sense is not.
And then you get,
something is senseless. It is no sense.
You get our man who said he won't be president.
Yeah.
The man who said he wants to make president. We are a one-term president. You have him, he's well seated, and then you have someone from a tiny city saying, if their president don't do what want, don't do this.
Yeah.
Then you say, oh, the man who say he won't be president for Liberia. You're still joking, right? You're joking. Seriously, you're joking. Because if you're saying you have a person in the state, you're saying you have your family there, and your family were represented at the, I don't know what kind of program was that. You have your family there, and then you have someone they're influencing, manipulating your family, and the family too are supposed to say, well, Latina made no sense, but they're clapping say it makes sense. When we say some of the people that are in the diaspora now, they're not really okay. You say, oh, we sounding rude. But to be honest, a lot of you, especially those of you who were clapping, those of you who were celebrating, very happy over the fact that, oh, you have one mayor telling you if you don't get ABC on your Facebook, I mean, you're not getting any money. You don't get ABC on your LinkedIn, on your YouTube, on your whatever, there's no money. You clapping. And then you're going to call back here and tell us why we have President George Weah. Yeah. You'll call back here and criticize that President George Weah doesn't know a thing. And then you think you already know something now. That is a complete nonsense. And I already want to open this up because all they want uncle with the Alexander Cummings man, so they will know how to handle it in Maryland. We got to open up the lines. Seriously.
But this is madness.
Pure wickedness.
This is madness.
Pure wickedness.
Especially for those who are sitting there. They say you say you where your uncle fought from the pantry in Lofa. Your uncle fought from the pantry in Lofa. He bad break. He can die. When they call you,
no ANC.
Once you ain't got ANC on your face, you ain't got no money. Then you clapping. You stupid, something wrong with you? Let's open up the lines. 086500.
So you can call us on 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. 1 year you if you don't get ABC, if somebody
you ain't got ABC on your paper, you ain't got no money. Yeah, let's take this first person. Hello, go ahead.
Hello, KOK and Alexa.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Samuel S. Seyon. KOK it is very much, annoying, listening to that guy. No, KOK, honestly, this is what their parents taught them. KOK, I'm a victim of that. When my father died in 1972, as a young boy, my mother took me to Sokanam family to go stay. They demanded that I change my name.
Wow.
I'm telling you, okay,
Oh my
These
God.
are the things that parents did to us. I'm a living witness in PZ. This family told me that if I doesn't change my name from senior to that name, they will not send me to school. Okay, I refused. I said I will never change my name. My father had died. I'm the only son of my father, and I would not be able to change my name. And because of that, okay, they drove me from the house.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Yes, they drove me away. They said I should leave. The woman drove me. He said, if you can't change your name to our name, you can't stay your family. Will not send you to school.
Look at that.
So you see these people, that is the attitude. These common people. You see, that is the attitude. And this coming election, okay, we are prepared, ready to battle with these people. This country, they will never get this country again.
Okay.
This is how they want to leave this country.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's take this other person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
Hello, Oliver.
How you doing, man?
Hello, Elisa. This is mine, the point of the first. But let me ask that people down there. So you said someone that knows to send a family father.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. They took all the cars on credit. They paying the credit card.
Yeah. I don't want to reach there. They cannot come and sit down there. He will say he won't be president. They sit down there. You see, a special. Then the man that point is there, I don't know what kind of person talking at it. He's talking it, then the other group is laughing, they're cheering. Many of people go to fight, man. Those nonsense that then the people are depending on. You tell someone that people are not depending on it, they're not even depending on them. That people are the business. So everything, you're fire.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you. Let's take this other person quickly. Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, greetings, Oliver, and greetings to Elasa.
What's your name, my brother?
Thank you. This is Isaac So, member of the CDC for Inter Movement, and I joined the conversation from Togo Comedy.
Go ahead, Isaac. 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you. Oliver, these people will continue to, expose themselves because of how desperate they are. These are people who will always appear on their different platforms and say everybody will not support George Weah, but fail to realize that everybody will not equally be against George Weah. That's why anytime you go somewhere, you say you are sedition, they start to refer to you as a young black people. But we don't care. We don't care about what they think or how they feel about us. We remain committed to CDC and remain committed to George Weah. For some of us, we don't depend on any political figure in this country. We depend on God. God is the only one who provides for us. So you can be my family member, you can be my whosoever. Once you choose not to help, that's a business. If you choose to help, I will appreciate. But if you choose not to help me because I'm a sedition, they're left with you. I don't depend on you, I depend on God. I remain a book of let's speak to the fact that if these people, take power, how will not get opposition to Elisa Cummings government? Because just in opposition, you cannot criticize those people. When you criticize them, they help them.
I agree.
They will always appear on a different platform and insult George Weah, insult all the government officials. They don't want to be criticized. What the hell with these people?
Thank you very much, my brother. Let's leave you and take the other person. 1 minute, go ahead.
Hello, okay.
Let's hear you, man.
Yes, calling you for Chicken Soup Patrick, friend of President. We are a member of the response team.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Okay. I think I want the next said. I think our librarian for hearing me. And now today, they happening. Even from 2005, people have voted President Weah. When their parents they were United Party, they rejected them. So that the COC, so there's some coming and proving to order. Anybody when you not find a gay organization, you will not even get job to do. So I want to tell us when you not find a gay organization, you will not get no job.
Okay.
So I want the people telling us. So let them know that who they go vote for, the kind of person is for me that they want to choose to vote for.
We'll leave you right there. Thank you. I'll leave you and take this person. Okay, this person left the line already. Let's take this one. Hello, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Oliver and Alexa.
Hello.
Go ahead, Dominic.
Yeah, but Oliver, I'm surprised you say the thing strange to you. People hold national framework document in Israel. They say when you don't smell ESC, you can't get job. The national document is captured in library, that thing inside.
Yeah.
So it's not just what you just hearing. The people who document is captured national policy document. They put it inside. When you're not part of ESC, you can't get job in the country. Then today hearing that thing in that place. That thing is just a song, I think, repeated song in your ear in America. So it's also necessary for you to weigh yourself down for this kind of thing. There's something in the national document book started. So to tell you that people here, they are not people center. So the people will take serious. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dominic. Let's leave you and take this person. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, Alexa. Good evening.
Yeah, let me say.
In at this time.
Go ahead.
Calling from top of KSCC.
Go ahead, Gus.
Look, KOK and Alexa, what that fellow said in the States at that town hall meeting or whatsoever, a mindset. That's something that they have inculcated in themselves, and they are only waiting for the appropriate time to have others indoctrinated to their concept.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it sounds surprising to some people, but what should be surprising when somebody who is desperate for the state power is sitting in the midst of someone who will make such an utterance against the people that he wants to lead, and he does not bring them to check. It tells you how desperate he is. And because of anything that is being offered or thrown at him, he will accept it because he wants his wishes.
Okay.
Whether devilish, whether from the devil, from the innards of the devil to be laid on his table, or he will just take it. And this is something that we Nigerians will not condone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's leave you right there and take this other person. Hello.
Hello?
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank God for you coming back again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank God for you, man. I'm waiting for you, man. We don't want you to talk. Also,
We were enjoying. Go ahead, brother. We were enjoying ourselves.
Please, give me your number. I want to talk up there. I beg you.
Okay, thank you. Just keep asking. You will get it. Let's take this other person. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Let's hear you, Chief. 1 minute.
Thank you. This is Washington Swoop. I call from this bill, member of the Respond and Defend team.
Washington, let's hear you.
People, we expect people to travel in a van country and come back home to make some decision in their society. But that mayor, I think his presence in the US is just a waste. Absolutely nothing possible he has to contribute to the country. And thank God that his candidate he is far away from the presidency, because if we allow people that coming to me, they will damage the country like wow or the friend of president. We have said they will deprive people. If you are not in a gay activity, you won't get job. So thank God that Kumi is far away. Even if he move president and back out from the race, Kumi will not say win the election. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll leave you and take this other person. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon or good evening to you, KOK. And let me commend you this about for your topic on the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Trogan calling from Traverse City to be precise, Orange Tavern.
Go ahead, Trogan. Let's hear you, Chief.
Okay. Why would you give credence to gay or lesbians who got together and talking nonsense?
No. I mean, there is no record to prove that all of them who were in that meeting were gays and lesbians. Let's stick to the issue.
But can you imagine when Alexander Gay Kumi can say he's a gay?
Alexander Benedict Cummings. That's his name. Don't call any name that is not his name. I beg you.
Okay. It's time for Liberians to listen and observe carefully. Comes 2023, who to elect. And let me say this, and let me be on record for that. Comes 2023, George Manuel Weah will be the next president of the Republic of Liberia. I don't care what they do. Thank you very much for you affording me the time to get my contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's take this other person. Hello, 1 minute.
Hello, okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Let me say hello to Alexa. Alexa, how you doing, my daughter?
I'm okay, ma'am.
Okay, send me your number. Yes, please. I'm waiting, my daughter. Send me your number.
Okay.
Okay. What I want to say, okay. What my brother just said, that those people that were over there, they want a number. You know, most of them that were over there, I think that's other people that they gay people. They get different way of taking. No people that want to leave us in the country. You see, if you see, look at that thing there. Now, will vote for you? You separate
Oh,
up.
the people say you not vote their way or not saying Western Union.
So the people that beyond there like send them money for what? So they listen to the old people. Your own mind and father for you, telling us that if you don't vote for Kumi or you don't get APC or your fake vote, they will not send you money. That man is a no but criminal, a big gay.
No, we don't know about that. We don't know about that.
Okay.
Don't your rebel and gay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, we didn't agree to all of the things you said, as a matter of fact. But let's take this person. Hello, 1 minute.
Good evening. And good evening to the people of Monserrato County.
Mm-hmm.
And good evening to the people of Grand Bassa County.
Go ahead, my brother.
For the Peter McCauley, the civilized Bassa Bokoli for District Number 9, Monserrato County, member of the National Response and Defense Team of the Developmental Barometer of our country. Here at length.
You got 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's good evening to you guys. But let me say this. You see, in this country, okay, the girl saying, say, God can kill people, but people kill people.
Mm-hmm.
So, we love, some Liberians, they love their own country. That'll be real. You are telling all your government in waiting for 2029 presidency. 2029.
The people contesting 2023. Why are you taking on the 2029?
Okay, we're waiting out on our people. 2029, we're discussing. President, where is our leader? President, where is our heaven sent? So I'm not talking about those people. But you see, that church where is Yama, District Number 9, where I'm located. They call it Ikanga, Spiritual Watcher Center. That player always seen the Kumi, Fubi Henry, that they where they can watch it. They tell that there was one apartment where they play that they call it Ikanga, Spiritual Watcher Center. So I want to say, in a free word document, they told the Liberian people, they say, if you are CPM, that they see you always that you are working in the government. So it means that 2029, Peter McCauley now a Liberian to work in the government. That today, when I come in the government, you will see Forestry Development Authority. You see opposition man there. He's a Liberian. Jay Man Nuko was one of the opposition in the country.
Thank you.
Airport. He's a Liberian. And you need the record, okay? For the people to come out to tell us that the government document on the north and inside of all citizens and Liberians. Let us vote president. We are
okay, we'll leave you right there, brother. Oh, yeah. Let's take this international caller. You're on the line. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. Hello. Let's hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, I bet you are Alexa.
We're enjoying that.
No, I send you the text message. I ain't got Alexis number, so I couldn't send her. Why you didn't? Why you didn't answer my text?
It gets spoiled. We do not run away. The anniversary continues.
No, I bet we are.
Anniversary continues.
Don't extend it to my team, please.
It gets spoiled.
Okay.
It gets spoiled.
How you doing?
We're great,
ma'am.
Yeah, y'all made me feel bad, man.
We're sorry.
Well, anyway, let me go ahead with what I want to say.
Okay. So, are you living in America?
Actually, my last name is Dorothy Campbell. It's spelled Kamboh.
Okay.
That's my last name.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got married, it's Desiyu. But I had this problem in school. When I was attending school, my brothers and sisters and myself. And these children, my mom was teacher in the school. And these kids would walk over to us and like, why your man is Sati and your name Campbell? Then my sister, my brother would be sheening when I want to speak. I say, you want to know why? I say, you want to know. I say, because my mom and my pa had to change for the Congo people to change their need to go to school.
Wow.
So they have to use a certain name. The place over there, he don't make it to understand. And Mrs. Santi was my mother. So people used to ask her, why your name is Campbell and your parents using Santi? When we got to tell our Liberian brothers and sisters, these Congo people ain't got nothing to give us. After 172 years, they're coming back, and when they enter, there was no way for no native man. These people mean nothing for our country. They will go back throwing chimo. All the road connection that the president is doing, they all will be black because they don't want a native man to be connected.
Wow.
They don't put our hand around this man and make him to be somebody. My name is Dorothy Campbell. Anybody that look at the Dorothy, they say you in no picture, that's my name. I want to see Jones. He's going to keep my county hospital. Definitely. I went to school in Beaumont, J.D.K. Baker. She married Catherine. That's my name. Dorothy Campbell, that's my name. They call me Tuduge. I got married, my name Dorothy, they say you. But my real name is Dorothy. My parents' name is Sati.
Okay.
A Congo people name.
Okay.
Okay? Oliver, don't let me get mad when you call me after the show.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's take other calls. Let's take more of the calls. Yeah, we got a lot of other people. So they're saying when you got your relatives in America. Hello, 1 minute.
Good evening, good evening to my friend Eliza.
Hello.
Go ahead.
I'm Michael, and I do form you for my son, the second resident.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me just tell you that what we have heard from those people is just a confirmation of what they have been doing earlier.
Wow.
Because even from that framework, you people flagging on this particular station and we heard about it, it is rigging. Meaning it's something that they have agreed in house on.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine that I was once upon a time marginalized because I didn't support the CPP. So, I used to generate my transportation to go to school at that particular time on the CPP bill because of that particular person. Can you imagine that if I was just marginalized, that particular transportation was not given to me because I was not supporting the CPP grant. So because of that, I have to stand firm and believe in the cause of persevere. So I struggle to continue paying my way to go to school until today I graduated. So I just want to tell my friends that no matter what these guys will do, because there is something that they have decided. Can you imagine someone is telling that you come from this country, your parents say don't even send money? Do you know what our parents pass you for on a daily basis?
Oh yeah.
Before God will bless you, your brothers, your sisters from down the line, from Tigata, from the ghettos, from the slums community, and then you go there, someone is telling you that kind of thing, then you clap in your hands. Some of these people should have been in Wasonga, living beyond the devil camps. Someone should be living in rural area that will not even see current. Because if you in America, we expect you to think better because of the environment and the society. So when somebody speaks before you applaud them, you try to understand what they're saying. Because someone tell you that kind of thing, then you go ahead and clap for them. I'm so sorry for this, but it's not screech to some of us that know them because it's just a confirmation of what they are doing. They are simply telling us that when our change reach, we are not Liberian because we don't support the CPB. So we will continue to tell you that we are Liberian and what we stand for, we will continue to push it. No matter how they will try to marginalize us.
Okay, thank you. So join us. Thank you very much. If you're there in the diaspora, if you're in America and perhaps you're not thinking the way they are thinking, the number is +231 880. Let's say you want to repin that. +231
886
+231
just
886
500
104.
Just a minute.
+231 886 500 104 is the number for those of you outside of the country. Call us on +231 886 500 104 +231 886 500 104 to be a part of the conversation. Let's take So I think I have a lot of international callers already on the line. Let's take this question. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, KOK and Princess.
Hello.
Go ahead. You're from America.
Yes, I'm from America. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Okay. So
Oh my God.
The people say you ain't got me saying money. You ain't got no ABC on the.
You know what I'm gonna tell y'all? KOK. KOK.
That order you're doing it.
This when I call.
Answer the question first.
When I call on your show, no, then I don't want to do it. KOK. Let me tell you, my 12 hours, my 16 hours. You understand me? That only little portion of AE America yet. I'm an American citizen. I will not deny it because I got to get American citizen for me to be able to settle it. You understand me? But that does not give me the full right for me to abandon my birth country. That was many days we always on the line. I always on the radio. Every time you just get somebody from like every time you can hear my voice that says Rebecca Collins from Minnesota. That one me I will tell my people they in Liberia there. Okay. They want that happy in our country and keep for a reason. Of course, some of all we lost our good relatives, but it came for a reason. For Liberia, you were on the ground so you can know that at Liberia problem 173 years or 74 years when the country is not developed, the problem came for years. But tell God, thank you, okay, we were not here, but we are here. One of my sisters, they call her Elena Flomo. That saying that we were not here, but we are here.
Thank you.
We don't stand. You couldn't see the Flomo, you couldn't see the senior, you couldn't see the Tabate. They were not in America. There was also Johnsons and Jansies. But they carry the war and the war member we are here. So we see everything.
Thank you very much.
Let me tell you, that's still what I mean living in the village. But it's not everyone all doing it. You open your eye. He lived in a village. That Martina stay where he lived is a village. I'm telling you.
Wow.
There's no way I will live from Africa. I go live in a village. I come to America. I go live in a village. I
see why he's a city mayor for the city of Helena.
No wonder.
I'm telling you because it's a village.
Yeah.
It's a village. You cannot say it's America better than that place.
Wow.
You cannot say it's a big city better than that place where he living.
Wow.
That's Swedish name. You're sorry for my language. Every day we advise you people. Let me tell you, okay, we want to come home. We want to come home. You will not pay attention to the people. You do the right thing for yourself.
Thank you.
It's a due for our country.
Thank you.
We'll develop our.
Thank you very much. I'll leave you and take this other international caller. Go ahead. Let's hear you, Chief.
Okay. This is Leo Peter Swore. I'm calling from the Twin City, Minneapolis.
Go ahead, Leo.
Yeah, Alexa, how you guys doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to caution my people because that statement from that village city mayor,
that's a punchline.
So
that's a punchline.
So you yourself, you support the CDC and you support President Weah. Why if somebody, your relative, is not supporting President Weah? Will you stop them from receiving Western Union too?
I got a lot of people who don't support the government and they still begging for money that they give to them.
Wow.
So that one is part of it. But this is the thing, right? I'm appealing to everybody who's listening to your show right now and who's on the sound of my voice. Right? Please do not be fooled. Government only create the requisite infrastructure and avenue for jobs to be created. Government is a business. Government does not create jobs. Government rely on people like me, Leo Pio Swore, who is bringing business to Liberia to give them money. We are an individual. Government cannot make money. Stop allowing people to lie to you. In America, we have business. Government will not donate money outside America. It is business people that are making the American government strong because of the taxes they pay. Don't let people laugh and say, oh, the government not giving you jobs, government giving you jobs. All you need to do is tell the government, build good roads, make sure you get electricity, make sure you get all water. Well, the three major things. Investment will come. Investors are not magical people from heaven. Investors are Liberians, are citizens of the country. Investors are people with sound thinking. Investors are people with innovation.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Montana, City Mayor, I know you in the village, and I cannot be in New York, you can be in Minnesota and be mayor. Oh, no circumstances. So, but thank you guys so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for dealing with that country mayor. We'll leave you right there. Let's take the other person from the US. Hello, go ahead.
Oh boy, Oliver Khan, this is Rodney Peabody from our city,
Charlotte, North Carolina. Go ahead.
Yeah, where the people have their convention.
Oh yeah.
Khan, let me just give you a little statistic quick. 80% of the people that was in that hall, 80% of them do not have a relative back home. do not spend in Liberia. Do not send money back home.
Wow.
80% of them.
No wonder.
Yes, 80% of them.
I see.
And that's the fact. And that's the reason they want to take Liberia as a retirement from the US. So they will say anything to get in power. And then when they are in power, they just relax, enjoy themselves like back in the days. So Liberians, for me, when I'm talking directly to you, not us here. Like I said, I do not need to go back home. But Liberia is my heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why people who are in Liberia, they need to enjoy the fruit of the soil. And the only person right now is George Weah. And if you ever make mistake and you bring these people, these hooligans back in our country to lead, I'm sorry for you. Because trust me, they are not coming to feel sorry for you. They are coming to enjoy the remaining resources. You have to know that. Liberians that are listening to Freedom FM in the United States, and I know it for sure that these people don't mean no good. They have no idea about what's going on in Liberia. And including that Collins guy from Matana. He has no idea. And that's why sometimes if you are here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and you hear some of the argument, you will say, this person is uninformed, not informed about the country. You don't need to argue with them. And that's what we're going through in Charlotte, North Carolina. These people are very, very, very not informed about the country, but all they want to do is go back home. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rodney P. Barry from Charlotte, North Carolina. We take this other person. Where do you join us from? Your name?
Good afternoon, Kind and Alexis. I'm Henry DeBorn Hill, calling from Charlotte, North Carolina, your favorite city.
Okay, Henry, go ahead from Charlotte. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I just wanted to chip in on the Liberians in the diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of alarming, and it's crazy how the Liberians in the diaspora nowadays are very, 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 I don't want to say stupid, but when it comes to decision making, they don't make the right decisions. They say some of the worst things you would ever want to hear from a Liberian. The moment they come out, they just say the wrong things and the negative things about that country all the time, so they can be easily fooled by these people. These people can come and tell them anything, and they will just listen and they will just follow. I'm telling you, my brother, we have some of the dumbest Liberians in the diaspora.
Wow.
You can't even compare it to back home. And it's sad. It's really, really sad.
Oh, yeah.
It's really, really sad.
Yeah.
People you expect to make good decisions, they just saw one way. One way. Everything you say to them, everything is criticism. I don't know, because of this one man. I don't know what George Weah did to these people. Because of this one man, these people have no love for the country. It's sad. Sad. So I'm not surprised by them. I'm not surprised by them acting like this. My friends and I, when we talk all the time, I tell them the same thing.
Thank you.
I tell you guys, the way you act is just different.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for the show, and thank you for all you do for Liberian people.
Thank you very much. Let's leave you from Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's go to this other person. Where do you join us from? What's your name?
Oh, my name is Mr. Swain. I'm calling from Iowa.
Iowa, Mr. Swain. We're getting a lot of calls from the U.S. Do you also restrict people who should be benefiting from your money?
Let me first say that Mr. Mayor from Matana, nobody should take him serious. Liberians should take that guy. He's so funny. And I just wanted to make a point on what that guy said.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very important.
Okay.
Most of the folks in the ANC camp, most of the guys, they are in debt, $250,000 United States dollars.
Wow.
So what they're trying to do, like they've been doing since Liberia was founded, go Liberia, work, and take the money and come and pay their mortgages, pay their student loan, and pay their credit cards. So Liberians should sit there. They should say they call themselves this enchanted sedition or whatsoever they call themselves. These guys are organizing. They are coming back and they're going to keep you poor forever. Because if they get there again, it won't be easy for anybody to go and take them out, because they're going to tighten every other corner that will make them to be to circumvent every democratic process that will stay in power forever. So Liberians should sit there and say they are disenchanted. These guys, they are all in debts. They are all struggling, like you said. Most of them they living above their means. They cannot afford their living lifestyles. So the only means. And another thing, Olive Kind, I want you guys are on ground to petition the legislatures. Anybody who get appointed by the president, whether this president in power or the next president will come, I know President Weah will get reelected, but there should be a law. Anybody that will be appointed to any lucrative government position, they must check your credit.
Oh, yeah.
If your credit score bad, you shouldn't be given any job.
Oh, yeah.
If you have debt over $100,000, you shouldn't give you that job.
Yeah, in America, that's not true. That's true.
Yes. You should not get a job. So if you want a job, you should come back, come fix your credit, come back and pay your debt. Then you can come back and go back to Liberia. Maybe you can be reconsidered. That law should be taken very seriously. The citizens should protest for that law, for the legislatures to pass that law. Because once that law is passed, all of the problem that these so-called diasporan men giving our people in Liberia, you see, all going to quiet down because most of them will not be eligible to get a job.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Let me leave you and take this other person. Where do you join us from? Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead. Let's hear you, ma'am. Where do you join us from?
My name is Teresa Wah. I'm calling from Iowa, Des Moines.
Iowa, Des Moines. Teresa Wah. Let's hear you. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. You know,
go ahead. We are listening.
okay. Why you people are discussing, Oliver? I think my father was, his name was James Wah. But once you were living with Warren Simpson, they got to change his name to be James Simpson.
Wow.
So we nobody Congo people. But the only thing I have to say today, Congo people been ruling Liberia for 173 years. So if they say they're getting ready to come back, every secret plan they have, every evil secret plan they have for that country, the Almighty God will expose them. May the Almighty God expose their evil plan.
Amen.
That wicked plan to say, when you not be comments, if you not get comments me on your phone, then I will not send you money. They're not working for our money. We will send our own money to our people. They will keep that in fast. They're not even getting set to send it. But right now, I want to do my prayer. Any evil plan in your mind, any wicked plan they get for Liberia, may the Almighty God expose them. May God expose them. May God expose them. May God scatter all their evil plans.
Okay.
In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
They will not take that seat.
Thank you.
They will not take that seat.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I can feel the anger in her voice. And trust me, we're not taking a lot of local calls at the moment. We are still squeezing in our international
we have
callers.
just
But
a few minutes to go.
this is terrible, Alexa.
Very.
Yeah, and I can understand from when the last caller spoke. Let's take this last person. That should be on the line. Your name and where do you join us from, sir? Go ahead.
Thank you. KOK. My name is Lawrence Spencer, and I'm in Johnsonville.
Lawrence Spencer, you are a member of the ANC in Liberia, a member of the ANC in America, just told his partisans and family people in Liberia that if they ain't got no ANC on their face, they ain't getting no money.
Anything.
What's your honest opinion on this issue as an ANC partisan?
KOK, let me be fast to contain the statement.
Okay.
I mean, not because I'm from the ANC will work on everything. It was wrong on the part of the Lord Mayor to have said that. Why these two people in our society are making that statement? For example, Mr. Moba Mulu said,
No, remember here. What do you guys? So if the CDC, I mean, when the CDC guys come by and say, the party support the government and say, oh, you shifting blame. Why you want to shift blame too?
Yeah, okay. That's the reason I condemn it, but I mean, okay, you my man, you my brother.
So I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna let you insulted. You insulted an elderly man, and you tell him, "Papa, sorry, but you had them phone on me. That why I did. I tell you, do you want to justify?
The reason I'm mentioning Morito,
does that make it right?
Right, you are one of the respected media police of our time.
Okay.
Sometimes when it happens, you don't condemn it the way it happened in the quote unquote the opposition, you condemn it. When Morito said that only citizen will have job, that even when I fired the certain direct brother to where he was working at transport today. I didn't hear you as my brother condemning that. So that's the reason.
Hello. I mean, you know, saying you gave plenty of time. The CBP framework document is clear as to the kind of people who will get job when CBP takes over. So it was from that perspective, who spoke that indeed, since you guys are planning that when it comes to when it comes to power, it is only new, active, and visible member will get jobs. So we too, our jobs we have as a party should be given to our partisans. So that was the point from which you spoke. So there was no need that we criticize on that. But you know me, I've been dealing with government.
Even with that, we still have opposition members in the government.
What the framework document? You're ratified? You're ratified.
That's how the lawyers were there. I mean, they struggled to go down and re-amend.
So how sure are we that you didn't? I mean, perhaps you guys just took it out because there was this issue of public outcry, but then you come to power, you do exactly what is in the document. How sure are we? Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. You are a very logical ANC partisan. Thank you very much, Lawrence Spencer. Thank you. Your mag is off. Yeah, Alexa, we gotta go home. Yeah, we have to go.
Like we're already out of time, and I don't know why Austin didn't call, but
he's in a meeting where I don't want to mention.
Okay, so Austin is
in a meeting with one of the ambassadors in countries.
Okay, so Austin is like somewhere strategic, and he's trying to handle something. But would like to say thanks to all of you who are supported our anniversary activities. Would like to say thanks to you. And would like to say happy birthday again to our station manager, Mr. Wendell Nimlin, the Terminator. Would like to say happy birthday to you. And to all of you who are in the diaspora, those of you who are very sensitive, sensible, smart, and you know exactly what you want, you know exactly what it takes to support your country. Would like to say thank you always for going the right way to support your country, regardless of political affiliations or whatever. And to those of you who are also in the diaspora and trying to, follow some nonsensical statements, just imagine, to bring down your country, would like to say you have to desist from that, because this is about Liberia. And if you don't have any interest in Liberia, you just have to stay off our issues. You have to stay off our country, and we'll try to handle it the way we can. So we'll get back here tomorrow to continue with the Freedom Hub. Do have yourselves a pleasant time.
Be very careful. Be very, very careful. If you're a Liberian or one of you guys, residing on our soil, know your environment. Know who you interact with. Know who you lend that helping hand. Some of the hands you feed will bite you. My name is Kai. Alexa was here. This beautiful, energetic, and outspoken lady. Freedom Hub, the People's Show. And this is where we dig deeper. On tomorrow, we deal with the issue that has to do with a statement from Mary Bro. General Bro made it clear that it is nonsense for you to build a house, no toilet. You got a house, no bathroom, but the house got kitchen. Until we return here on tomorrow, remember what I told you. Keep your enemies close and your friends, Oh yeah. The folks say keep your enemies, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yeah, that's the same thing. People say Jonah swallowed the whale, we'll swallow Jonah. Something swallows something. That's what we know. Until we return tomorrow, my name is KOK. Have a God bless day. This is Frederick Mewi, the friend of President Ware. He's on a variant based in Paris, but sometimes he's in Abidjan. So we take this one from the top, and we hope you enjoy it. We're still in November, and our anniversary continues. The more money keep coming, the more we keep eating it.